excuse me, council there. Appreciate y'all's comments. Made known to relay to raising report. I spent the last several weeks kind of getting to know those people. And then, one of the things that come about as I've met with people over time has been streets and water and fixing the infrastructure. So it's wonderful to see updates and a plan going forward to meet some of those needs. I want to talk to you guys a little bit about coming together in preparation for your conference and plans. Y'all heard presentation and slightly consulting team for last meeting to take you through that. What I've been doing past several weeks, because as I mentioned, getting code and community understanding, what your needs, wants are, and trying to distill that into a series of, questions for you to contemplate as you go through this comprehensive planning process. I don't have answers. I only have information and questions for you to think about as you go through this process. I want to start off with talking about placemaking. Today in economic development, placemaking is a very important concept. Back in the day, economic development was all about how to land or buildings or things like that. Today, currency is talent, and your ability to attract the talent, and of course, it's what separates you as you're competing with other communities to support jobs and other resources. I believe that vibrant Hillsboro is the key to your future success in the city. And some of the core values that go along with the placemaking are, obviously, as I said earlier, talent, developing and attracting people with the skills to meet the needs of your workforce and all your workforce is a very important concept. Innovation and fostering environments that can attract and create innovative workforce requires these investments in placement. We have to have places that people want to be in order to be successful as citizens. Quality of places, understand the assets of your community, through the eyes of those people that you will be looking to attract into this community and cultivate within this community is an important concept, as is resiliency. One of the things that you're going to hear a lot through the comprehensive planning process is, we need to upgrade this, we need to fix that. It all comes with a price tag and understanding how to use your consultants' financial models to make good decisions, to build things that last. At the same time, meeting your budget demands. But it's going to be some of the major questions that built out throughout this process. Infrastructure is indeed. I believe that great cities are defined by great places. As I said, to have a strong economic development program, you have to attract and promote and cultivate a talent base by creating outstanding places for people to live, work, play. I believe it's sensible and resilient economic development. That is, not overextending yourself, not going into a serious debt, but working to build it and utilizing it on knowing to create the revenue range for your city, provide those services to meet those needs. A big part of that is creating quality in downtown environment. While we're talking about that is the figure comprehensive planning process. I also want to talk a little bit about help you guys understand the changing market conditions. Last time you did a comprehensive plan was in 2008, and since 2008, some night has changing probably 3 times over. I think Facebook went public in 2007, off college campuses. That's now major media strain and how long it's consume our information. So I thought it was just starting to get into people's pockets in 2008. We had a major financial crisis right after y'all finished your comprehensive plan in 2008 that crashed the housing market and changed the way that people buy and sell homes and the way that homes do double. We had a pandemic because it's changed life. Well, it's a whole lot of things have changed. I just want to go over a few of them with you if you will allow it. The stat of the demographers out there today believe that the state of Texas is going to double in population by 2050. If we extrapolate that to the city of Hillsboro, because I don't think it's an unreasonable ask, given your geographic location on an I-35 corridor, the fastest growing corridor in the country, and being right in the middle of it. I don't think it's too far to say this. If those population projections hit, you'll see the population of Hillsboro double in the next 25 years. That's a lot of people. For we to do with them, where are we going to go with them? Those people are going to look different than the growth that you've seen in the past. This is a chart that I like to put in all this every one of my presentations. In 2012, the number of people turning 65 every year doubled, more than doubled. Baby boomers entering retirement age. And that's changing the shape of our cities and our communities because of all sorts of things. The types of houses that we need, jobs that are available that we need to think about, and all those kinds of things. So understanding that the demographics have changed dramatically since 2008, something that I want you to keep back to minds as built in this process. The housing market has diversified in a big way. Home buyers were getting older. In 2008, the average age of the first-time home buyer was 29 years old. Today, it's 38. The average age of the, we'll say, second-time home buyer, so one who's in wagon, we're kind of doing all of that. We're sort of approaching the top of Maslow's hierarchy of needs as it relates to cities and Wyoming. Again, thinking about current priorities, I think about upgrading infrastructure. 80 years ago, and our parents' would have embraced that this community in this city, in this country, really, to invest in infrastructure that largely as countries, but we've ignored, and we're reaping I'll say rewards for that. Now, by seeing water links all over the place, bridges crumbling, streets through potholes and things like that. I saw an article today that talked about our availability in Texas that said there was a survey rural water systems, and said 52% of them expect to run out of water in the next 20 years. And by 2050, the state of Texas is going to have a deficit of almost 6 million acre feet of water. Put that in perspective, I'm guessing here, but it's pretty indicating, yes, the city of North Carolina needed less than 3,000 acre feet of water, probably at the moment. So if we're short 6 million, that's definitely going to impact somehow your community. So thinking about your infrastructure issues that have talked with likely to try several decades, revitalizing like neighborhoods, including our downtown areas is an important thing. Economic stewardship, being smart with the dollars that we have and leveraging that to create new revenue, to provide better services to our community is important. And sensible growth strategy, understanding who's coming, where they're going to go, and what we're going to do with them. All of this adds up to me to being a functional, beautiful, steady-faithful, and resilient community. And those are four things that I've heard from people as I've been out talking to, people in Hillsboro about what they want to see. We hear beautiful a lot, functional, especially as they're dealing with their downtown businesses and shut down because a lot of things be turned off, go off, the tears. Invitational is something they've not heard from almost everyone I talk to. And that is, making sure that all of the people in our community are engaged in the process of government, and specifically as it relates to this pumpkins planting process, specifically be invited to be a part of it and feel like they can be a part of it. And of course, resilient, again, making smart investments and building things that last. Fellows, just that buildings and streets, sidewalks, absolutely. They're also people with cultural knowledge to value custom and ideas and relationships. And I hear every city I've ever worked in you ask people, what do you like about your community? And the first thing they always say is opinion. And I believe that in all of those things, including also. And that's one of the reasons we want to talk about invitational stuff and making sure that everybody has opportunities to engage in the process. But if we increase in race spaces, community connections, foster human experiences for everything, build things at a scale that humans can relate to, businesses, customers, residents, and more importantly, that economic resilience will follow. So if we think about placemaking and make progress to implement those ideals, your community, I believe, will be stronger and well. Some questions that I have for you to think about, and I don't need answering right now, but as you go through the comprehensive planning process, I want you to be mindful of these things. The first question I've thought of is the urbanization. Coming out of the pandemic, we're seeing a lot more from home, and that is a big deal. People all over the country to choose where they want to split. How is that going to impact Hillsboro? You're seeing a pretty good amount of future housing coming, and some of that might be related to related to that, the housing crisis. We had one. Everybody got possible coming out of that with loaded up histories. Many people who are buying houses today, like under 18%, the 80s. And so 7% is crazy. My wife's a real estate broker. She can attest to that. And, every single city in the country is short on that. So working to meet those needs is something to think about. How can your comprehensive planning process provide an opportunity to create human connections and social cohesion? What can you do through this process, the way that we build this state of pulling together as community? That's a question I'm about. Related to that, how can we reclaim that human experience? I say human scale, human experience a lot, and what I mean here is people meeting face to face and talking about things and getting together, be the community. I believe we have an innate human to connect with others else. And we used to live in cities that facilitated that. And then with sort of the rise for social media, we created an artificial telling where I guess the new little guy. I believe that that people are satisfied with that and they want to come back and connect to each other. What are some high impact experiments that we can do as a community to see some of these positive changes? I've had a conversation with a friend of mine, 20 years as a planner, that I work as planner, just very slow and over it. And then are there things that we do lately or just to test those things? I'm in an entrepreneurial way. You see interventions in downtown and just around the country. How about celebrations? There's a program, National Green County Day, that these different parking stations in the Paris. Just see what it's like. Things like that. And one question that popped out of me is definitely there all. You've got a great piece of property out of the interstate. You're working hard to make great things happen there. And nothing more to say over that. Just think about it. Network connects. I have not done research on it. I have a feeling that instantly during the day, young workers, a large number of people that work in his industrial parts, power jobs. And I also have a feeling that a lot of people that live in Baltimore go outside of the town for is in all white public jobs. I don't know if that's true, but I think it's something you're thinking about. what type of jobs are we attracting, and is there an opportunity for us to utilize our talent in this community to focus on creating higher demand jobs? It might be just the housing you just added, the second reading the guest houses. It might be just housing, ADUs, infill, creative density where it's sensible and aggressive issues to eliminate, such as this housing. It's a big concept of planning today. It goes sort of like this. We built houses for people that can afford them. We built houses for people on the very low end, subsidized that, and forgot the people in the middle. What are we doing to address that? How are we going to provide permanent Asian population in Hillsboro? I showed you the number of people 30 and 65 annually, and how it's doubled in the last 15 years or so. That's going to impact the decisions that you make to commute. But to get some engagement, I think I've talked a lot about that. Following, what are we building? How are they building it? And are we ensuring that what we're doing is quality? And what does that mean to you? As you go bring its cost in. There we go. Signaling. I've raised those titles in a great position with teacher. You got new housing coming. You got a surprisingly strong industrial center that I knew nothing about before I got here. You've got great leadership, staff leadership that's working on, as you saw tonight, to start city management, addressing your episodic issues. I think the treasury you're saved of, if you think growth is from county to the city to resiliency, if not, growth is coming. So your job is to make it work for you. I think you could frame the change as coming in terms of will benefit this community, to prepare Hillsboro to achieve its goal. It'll be successful. And you'll do a tremendous job, at least as far as long as I've been here, you're engaging people and having these conversations. And clearly your city manager is a stalwart when it comes to transparency, inclusivity. I've never seen anyone like her, the way she works to engage you. But it's definitely a plus. And it's often conversation. I'm sitting with issues. Kind of goes into strategy of priorities, pretty comprehensive plan to enable, keywords to me are functional, beautiful, invitational, and resilient. I know you can put you here. And I don't think I can take questions with you guys, but
I can do questions for me.
Questions. If you do have two questions for me, I email it to you. I appreciate your time, and thank you for all that gives you. Let's just